The Collapse of the Patriarchy. What is the patriarchy? It's the absolute control of humanity by an imbalanced version of the divine masculine aspect of oneness. This is not about the gender of a person, nor does it paint the feminine gender above the masculine or a victim to it. It's simply about balance. All that is, God or Source, is one. Both theology and science, that is quantum physics, now agree with this, although it goes well beyond definitions or the physical appearance of things, which covers only one dimension of oneness. The physical appearance of the universe, from the macrocosm to the microcosm, moves in cycles. Again, theology and science agree with this, and there is ample proof from a universal standpoint right down to one's personal life. The precession of the equinox, the lunar cycles, a woman's menstrual cycle, the 4 seasons, circadian cycles, which follow roughly a 24-hour period and deal with physical and mental behavior changes, just to name a few. Humanity experiences cycles in balance and imbalance over and over as the planet traverses its inevitable path over eons of time. For a period of thousands of years, humanity will go through a matriarchal phase, that is the divine feminine version of imbalance, followed by a phase of balance, and then a patriarchal phase of imbalance follows that, over and over again. This is not a closed system cycle, but rather a spiral that draws consciousness upward, deeper and deeper into the awareness of itself, as the One. It is not focused upon either of the two divine aspects of One. It is what may be called an agreement, to experience all possibilities of divinity in both the conscious and unconscious awareness of its innate perfection. We're just now leaving the patriarchal phase and entering the phase of balance, some refer to as the Golden Age, long prophesized. All transitions from one phase to the next involve the degradation of the existing conditions before the new phase can fully take shape, so to speak. Virtually everyone today will agree that the world and all its systems seem to be falling apart, along with the very physical body itself, which is undergoing massive cellular and DNA changes in order to accommodate the new phase of balance, now rapidly harmonizing the planet and humanity. You might even call it a painful kind of bliss, depending on how aware you are of what's going on, and as a result, how much you embrace or resist these changes. What is occurring cannot be stopped, although those controlling the old, worn-out systems are certainly making every effort, both visible and invisible, to maintain the last vestiges of power. The cycle is beyond the illusion of control. It is happening, and the balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine is taking place at this very moment, largely due to the recent release of certain shackles that have held back the influence of the divine feminine. This is not then a takeover by the feminine influence, far from it. It's a subtle and gentle natural merging of the masculine and feminine back into one harmonic union. This is why many people are now being reunited with their twin flames, who are the other half of one soul. This reunion has not occurred since the original splitting in a conscious way, although most have met over and over again throughout their many lifetimes, but the overwhelming attraction was not recognized for what it was. These reunions are difficult in the extreme, as the other half is a perfectly clear mirror for the imbalances that still exist in the other partner. Few as yet have recognized the enormous gift this balancing phase offers for the full recollection of who they are, one as God, individuated, and so standing in the fire of these personal imbalances has not yet become of paramount importance for them. A small few have weathered this storm and stand as way-showers for the rest. These fully balanced reunions are of huge importance, since they microscopically represent, are examples for, what the macrocosm is cycling into, the full awareness of the God each one is. It's a majestic moment in the flow of these cycles, full of every aspect of the God we are, which may be called facets in the diamond of truth, love, abundance, peace, freedom, joy. These are just a few of the facets who we are, and that we're beginning to experience in a fullness never before known. What was once thought magical will become normal as we receive the full flow of God power unimpeded by the false sense of an individual self. That seems a contradiction, that we can be both one and individual. But in the world of truth, many things will feel upside down to what we've experienced as normal thus far. It's a very, very exciting and wondrous experience the world is in for, filled with grandeur.